Good day, friends. I hope you're doing really well. This is Tracy Brown, and my team and I of non-diet dietitians provide trauma-informed nutrition counseling so that you can feel safer in your skin. And last week we did, well, actually not last week, but the previous 3 weeks we did a body image series. So I'm hoping that you all got a chance to watch those and glean some nuggets from them so you can put them in your toolkit of practices. So last week, at the end of the week, I also did a little survey around what are y'all doing basically on a daily or weekly basis that is really creating an environment for you to do supportive eating. And remember, supportive eating, how we define it, is that we're mostly eating from hunger and fullness. If you're not the hunger fullness stage yet, if your interoceptive awareness isn't pretty solid and is supporting you eating enough food to not reduce metabolism, that kind of stuff. If you're eating enough food and you're doing, eating regularly, able to tell hunger fullness signals, you have full permission to eat, all those things. If you're doing those things already, what did you do to get there? And I did a little survey asking, gave some ideas, asked for more ideas from people. And the 3 things that most people were doing to support those supportive eating efforts, that way we can transition from like mechanical eating to more intuitive eating to a little bit more if you need to be, let's say you're trying to optimize some health stuff. So you're trying to really dial in between your sleep and your trauma healing and your food and maybe your supplement regimen, whatever you're doing that's helping you maybe get back a lot of healing from maybe some chronic issues. How do we get there? And the top 3 things that people are doing are basically making sure they are planning ahead to be successful, meaning taking the time to what are we liking to eat, what has felt supportive, what brings pleasure as well, and have that all in the mix. So playing ahead, and that's, again, looking at recipes, cooking ahead, getting the shopping done before the busyness starts, deciding what days of the week are going to cook and what days are leftover days, what days are eating out. So planning ahead to, have food available, essentially. The other one, top pick was emotional regulation. And we know that as humans, we're not going to be, it's not the expectation that we're never in fight or flight or freeze or please. It's more that we've grown our window big enough where we know what resources that we use. We know how to name our feelings inside and separate that from discomforts from threat. And we've just got lots and lots of practice. So the more you do that, the more you're kind of uncoupling food and threat responses, which leads us to number 3 that we teach around here that people say they use the most is a compassionate witness, meaning oh, I'm noticing I'm doing that thing again, or I'm noticing I'm really looping over there, or I'm feeling really buzzy inside, and using whatever they've learned in things they found that work for themselves to bring some more regulation in therapy, wherever it is. So the other 2 this is what I want to talk about even more here today, is the other 2 options that I offer that, we have as kind of pillars of, to be able to do supportive eating. It's not just nutrition education and knowledge that we provide, right? It's also some of the executive functioning skills to be able to get the food on the table. But other 2 things here, sorry about the lighting, is that I had to write them down so I didn't forget, is our daily sensory reminders. So sensory tools or reminders would be things that you see, you smell, you hear, you touch, proprioceptively, maybe it's your weighted blanket that you use if you need to while you're working, whatever it is. If it's just you get up and, every hour and get some fresh air and some sunshine, or just some, not in this space and you transition to something else. Are we doing those things daily? And do you have your list to where this is what helps me when I'm feeling sad bad? This is what I use when I'm scared sad. This is what I use when I'm feeling kind of fuzzy and checked out, or not able to focus. And you have your list and you have to visually have it available, because if we do those things, we find that we have a lot better interoceptive awareness, which means we're going to be able to eat more easily. and choose more, like it's easier to make a better match of what your body might need if you can tell how you're feeling inside. And it's hard to tell how you're feeling inside if you're really revved up, or you're really like, if you're scrolling a lot or checked out or whatever. It's just hard to make the closest match you can, right? And then the other thing that we suggest that maybe people aren't quite picking yet, and that's okay. We're here to remind people that I do think it's important to like daily commit. Like how, we can't control externals, of course, right? But we can have intentions, every day about how we want to see our eating go, how we want to, when adversity happens, how we want to respond to it the best we can. Again, we're humans, we're not robots. Some days are just gonna get big, right? That's okay. But I have an intent every day to show up as grounded and purposefully and compassionately, but also firm for and with people, so they can learn how to do this for themselves and learn how to be competent eaters and have resilience. That's just the thing that was missing when we were so young, that really got our eating and body image stuff off track. Like, so this internal sense of like, oh, I know who I am and I know what I need to do, even if done imperfectly. So just, again, these daily commitments to values, and again, that can be written out somewhere where you look at it. I journal almost every day to like get out the yuck the best I can, and to see what's blocking me, and then make that intent for the rest of that day or that week to like be watchful of some of those habits that get formed maybe from some things that maybe don't align with my values. All right, so I hope that helps you just have a few more tools. Again, we're all here about compassionate witnessing and what does your body need, whether it's food needs, it's your sleep, it's connection, it's purpose, whatever it is. All these things go together, and we want you to see this whole recovery thing as a big picture, not just getting rid of symptoms, not just like, we don't really want to go back to the past when all this wasn't so on fire. It's like, well, I'm growing up into who I need to be. What tools do I need, and how do I need to be to get there? So I hope this video helps you. Let us know if it does in the comments below. If there's some other things you're looking for as well, let us know. Thanks so much and take care. Bye.